Welcome to another quick tip. Today I'm going to show you how to add texture or other effects like bokeh glow in Photoshop. Sometimes adding a little texture can improve the mood or the feeling or emotion that you are trying to portray in an image. You can create your own textures by scanning in old pieces of paper or leather, or photographing your own bokeh by zooming in on points of light or just about any background and then throwing your lens out of focus. Or you can also search online. There are quite a few resources out there online for free that provide Creative Commons license or royalty-free textures or images that you can use as overlays of your own images. If you follow the link in this video or the description back to the original post on camerastupid.com, I also have a link there where you can download several paper textures and bokeh backgrounds that you can use for this technique as well. So to get started, we'll begin with this image, and I'll be using this scanned paper image. Just grab the image, open your texture in Photoshop, and make sure you have the move tool selected. You can just drag that, hover over the image you want to use it with, and then let go of your mouse button. You might get this dialog box where the source image may be a different depth. You can see this is quite a bit lower resolution, but that's okay. If you click Show Transform Tools, you can rotate and scale this texture so that it covers the entire image. That's what we want. And hit Return. Now you can see we have a layer here with our texture and the background layer with our image. And now it's as simple as changing the blending mode. So most of these blending modes will make the top layer, the texture layer, blend in some way with the background layer. So it's just a matter of experimenting and seeing what looks the best. We'll try multiply first, and it doesn't quite do what we want, so maybe we'll try lighten. And again, not quite right. But overlay, we can start to see add some texture to the background here, and that's kind of what I'm going for, is just to add a little bit of texture to this image. Now, in this case, I don't want the texture to be on the subject's face, so to fix that, I'm just going to make sure I have this layer selected and come down here and create a layer mask. Now that we've created a layer mask, we can paint with a brush, and if we paint with black, we're going to mask out the top layer and it will only show where we haven't painted. So I'm going to make sure I have a really soft brush, and the larger it is, the more it will kind of blend with the background. So I'll just mask out that texture where I don't want it. That's okay down here, I think. And there you go. Now we're going to add a little bit more to this. So I have also this bokeh image, and we'll do the same thing. I'll just drag that onto my file, ignore the warnings, and resize this to fit over the entire image. Hit Return. And we'll just see what blending modes will work here. Bring down the opacity. I think we'll try maybe a hard light. Kind of like how that looks. And we'll try maybe one more texture here, this bokeh. Drag that on. Resize it to fit. And for the blending mode, we will try lighten and scale down that opacity until we have something that works. So again here, I don't want the blue texture to be on the subject's face, so we'll create another layer mask and just paint out the areas where we don't want that effect to apply. Scale down the opacity on this middle layer as well. Something like that. And there you go, that starts to create kind of interesting dynamic effect that we didn't have in the original image. So there's the original, and then with the added textures. So I'll show you another quick example here. Here's another paper texture that is dropped on top. And we can do multiply, and you can see already that kind of adds a distressed vintage look to this old street scene. You can scale down the opacity, of course. You could make the base layer black and white, and it kind of creates a sepia tone. So if that's what you're going for, that would be a nice effect as well. One more quick example. This is a performer that I shot at the event in Vienna I was at, and we can apply another colored texture, bokeh, on top of that, and we'll try the lighten blending mode and scale down the opacity quite a bit. And you can see how that adds kind of a nice color glow or bokeh glow. So again, original and with the effect applied. So thanks for watching this quick tip. Be sure to check out the latest posts on camerastupid.com. Thanks for watching.